Lesson number 1. Pattern and symbols. Mathematics. Let us define first mathematics. A set of problem-solving tools as a language, as a study of pattern, as an art, or as a process of thinking, among others. So when we say set of problem-solving tools, when I was in elementary, my teacher taught me about GAPESA. That acronym, it stands for G, finding the given or given, then A, asked, P, analyze the problem, E, equation, S, solution, A, answer. We're following that steps in order for us to solve a word problem, math word problem specifically. So you're finding the given in the problem. The givens are those with numbers, labels. Then what is asked was the question in the problem. Then P, you need to analyze the problem. Then E, form the equation. Then write your solution S, and write your correct answer A. Then also, we considered math as a language because if a person can solve math, understand math, and another person can also understand math, and they are talking about solving and they can understand each other, they speak the same language, mathematical language. Study a pattern, symbols like counting numbers, even numbers, it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, like that. So it has pattern. Difference of two. As an art, geometry, we study shapes, figures in math, process of thinking. Whenever you encounter math, we may say in English, nose bleeding, but in math, internal bleeding. Because as you solve a math problem, you think a lot. And we know mathematics is a study of numbers and arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Set of tools or collection of skills that can be applied to questions of how many or how much. The one that I have said already, the GAPESA, the finding the given, as, then analyze the problem, equation, then solution and answer. In order for you to answer the question how many, referring to a count, how much, to an amount. Science, which involves logical reasoning, drawing conclusion from assumed premises, and strategic reasoning based on accepted rules, laws, or probabilities. Math is part of science also, a pure science, like physics, chemistry. It has a lot of rules, principles, laws that you need to follow in order for you to solve a problem. Then as an art, as I told you, in geometry, we study a lot of figure shapes, 2D, 3D figures like that. Then pattern is an arrangement which helps observers anticipate what they might see or what happens next. So in numbers, if I say what comes after 6, you know 7. What comes before 6, you know 5, because it has a pattern. Counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Even numbers, if I say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What comes after 10? You know that's 12 because the difference is just 2. And also, in real-life situation, we have a lot of patterns. Shows what we have come before, organizes information so that it becomes more useful. And then we have here pattern-seeking behavior of humans from childhood to adulthood. So how a person develops pattern from their younger years to adulthood. Example, a toddler. We know a toddler baby, 1 to 3 years old, like that, can separate blue blocks from red blocks. So now they can distinguish colors. A kindergarten student learns to count. So counting numbers, 1 to 100 or more than 100, they can count it already. A first grader does keep counting, or grade 1. They know already the even numbers, odd numbers, multiple of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on and so forth. Third grader, grade 3. Notice that multiples of 2 are even numbers. So they know already if a number can be divided by 2, that is an even number. Example, 1,000. Can you divide that exactly by 2? Yes. 500, 500. So that is an even number. Grade 6 creates pattern that cover a plane. So we're referring to geometry, figures. So they know the sequence of figures from the figure or polygon with the least number of sides, like triangle followed by quadrilateral, like rectangle, square, like that. Then pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, and so on and so forth. A junior high school student learns that a function is essentially a pattern of how one number is transformed to another. So function of x, like that. Function of x is equal to 3x, replace x by 5. So 3 times 5, 15. So from 5, it becomes 15. So that's the application of function. College biology undergraduate studies the sequence of DNA and proteins. A stock trader studies trends in the stock market. A weatherman makes weather forecasts based on atmospheric patterns. And a doctor decides who is healthy and who is not by recognizing certain health patterns. So these are the pattern-seeking behaviors of humans from childhood to adulthood. So we have here examples of various patterns, logic patterns. Example, all people are mortals. You are a person, therefore you are a mortal. So like that. Number patterns. So you encounter numbers that have patterns. Like, as I told you, multiple of 6, 6, 12. What comes after 12? So, that's 18, and so on and so forth. Geometric patterns, figure patterns also, visual patterns. Word patterns, like in English, antonym, kasalungat, synonym, kasing kahulugan, or even analogy. Number patterns example. Describe the pattern and predict the next term. So given this one, 1, 4, 16, 64. So to know the next number, just multiply this by 4. So the following number is 4 times the previous number, such that 64 times 4 should be 256. So that's the answer. Given this one, -5, -2, 4, 13. How was the pattern? To know the pattern of a number or series of numbers or set of numbers, just get the difference between numbers. As you notice, it is just adding 3, multiple of 3. So -5 plus 3, -2. -2 plus 6, +4. 4 plus 9, that's 13. 13 plus 12, that's 25. So that's the final answer. Let's try this one. Describe a pattern in the number sequence and predict the next pattern. Next number. 2, 5, 8, 11. Get the difference between numbers. So given this one also, another one, and lastly. So how to solve one by one? First one, just adding 3. So the next two numbers in this pattern is 14 and 17. And then the next one, so we have a pattern that you can easily distinguish. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. So next, 5, 6, 7. Then next, 6, 7, 8. Then given this one, 12, 10, 20, 18, 36, 34. So as you notice, 12 decreases by 2. Then it became 20 by multiplying by 2. So the pattern is just multiply by 2, then minus 2. So the next one is 34 times 2, 68, minus 2, 66. Just repeat the process, multiplying by 2, then minus 2. Then lastly, get the difference between numbers. The difference is just multiple of 17. So adding multiple of 17. So the last two answers are 219 and 321. Okay, final answer. We have also letter patterns. Example, describe the pattern and predict what's next. So as you notice, we have here 3 sets of letters. Wherein the first set, just 2 letters. Second set, 3 letters, followed by 4 letters. So we're predicting now that the next answer should be 5 letters. And as you notice, RS is skipping one letter T, followed by UVW, just skipping again one letter X, and then YZ, it turns back to the first letter in the alphabet, AB. So we need to skip C, then followed by 5 letters starting with D, E, F, G, H. So that will be the answer. Okay? Next one. Let's try this. A4W, 5HV, I12U. So what's the answer? 15PT. Explain why this is the answer. Let us solve. Unlike in our previous example, so we take them as one, each set. But in this case, each set of characters, you will not take them as one. You will just compare first the first character in each set. Like this one, the one that I'm underlining, A5I. So here, letter followed by number, then letter again. So all the first in this set, the pattern is just, they are vowels. So you know vowels are a, e, u, like that. So we know A is a, fifth letter in the alphabet is e, then we know E, then we need to have here O, and we know O is the 15th letter in the alphabet. You need to convert into number. That's why the answer is 15, because O is 15th letter. Then afterwards, compare all the middle character in each set. So we have 4 H12s. As you notice, they are just multiple of 4. We know copy the 4 and then H, what's the rank of H in the alphabet? So that's 8 letter. So pang H siya, then 12 is just 12. Then we know we need to find the 16th letter in the alphabet. So what's next after O? So that's P. That's why the answer here is capital P. And then compare all the last character in each set. So we have her here, WVU. So if you will reverse the reading, it's just UVW. So what comes before U in the alphabet? So we know that's T. So TUVW as you read in reverse. So that's why 15PT is the final answer. We have also figure patterns. Let's say, for example, this one, 1 square, 3 squares. So we have here 6 squares. And we have here 10 squares. So what comes next? Okay, so 15 squares. Just adding, counting numbers. So plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, like that. And then we have here also this set of figures. What comes next? So observe the arrow where it is pointing. This one, this one, this one. So the arrow should be pointed at the left side. So that's the final answer. Then number 2, we have the dots. Yun lang naman nababago dito. Automatically, the next one should go at the lower left, the dot. Then next one, this figure, we have a triangle, then quadrilateral, which is a square, and then a pentagon. So followed by a hexagon. And then as you notice, when you connect two vertices, so dapat it will not overlap in the side to form segments. So even this. So this should be the final answer. I hope you have understood already this lesson number 1. Thank you.